What's up, guys? So I know the coronavirus is closing down our local gym, so I want to show you what I've been doing for my at-home workouts. A lot of people are asking me, what is my strategy? And what I tell them is, look, unless you have weights at home or really heavy resistance bands, you might not have a lot of access to equipment. So instead of trying to perform progressive overload by increasing the weights, like we're at the gym doing bench press or squats, deadlifts, that kind of stuff, what I'm focusing on right now is trying to retain muscle mass. And how I'm gonna do that is muscle fatigue. So I'm really gonna increase the amount of reps that I'm doing. I'm gonna implement things like 3-second holds, isometric kind of holds with the weights, even though it's less weight. And I'll show you here, I have like a basketball, some 8-pound dumbbells. We're gonna be getting some resistance bands. But the main thing here I'm gonna focus on is really stressing the contraction, getting the reps up, and really just dropping down the rest time. So we're gonna be doing supersets, trisets, quad sets, all that kind of stuff. Really get a lot of blood flow going, okay? So the first thing is we're gonna do an upper body workout today. And the first thing is there's so many different variations of the push-up, right? There's different push-ups, there's different pull-ups, there's different variations of all that stuff. So we're gonna do 3 different variations of a push-up, 3 different variations of a pull-up, and we're just gonna superset them back and forth, along with I'm gonna throw in some lateral raises and different side raises with the light dumbbells, okay? So the first one is just gonna be the regular push-up. We're gonna do different variations, like I said. We're gonna start with shoulder width apart, okay? And we're gonna make sure that our core is tight, our butt's not up, it's not down, our elbows are gonna be tucked, okay? So we're here, 1, 2, we're gonna do 30 reps, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You notice my shoulders are staying back. I'm squeezing my traps together, okay? 15, and I'm pushing my hands together like I'm trying to clap right now. Like I'm trying to move the ground towards each other. So when I'm doing it, when I say that, I'm trying to move my hands this way. You notice my chest contracts. This is called adduction. This across your chest. So I'm doing push-ups, going down and up, but I'm also trying to push my hands into the ground towards each other, okay? Second exercise is gonna be this dumbbell lateral raise, okay? So these are only 8-pound dumbbells. A lot of guys do front raises, side raises like this, like an upright row. That's totally cool. I wanna make it difficult for you guys, okay? So this is a variation of the lateral raise you probably haven't done before, and you can use a less weight to get just as good a contraction. So a lot of times I see people do lateral raises where they lift like this, and then you see my neck, once I get to above this point, my neck will raise, and that's incorporating our traps. We just wanna incorporate just the delt, okay? So the range of motion is really, really tiny with this movement, okay? So what I want you to do is lock your triceps out, okay? So you're flexing your triceps, flexing your butt, you're flaring your lats. If you don't know how to do that, stand up against the wall, try to roll your shoulders forward, and just put your whole back against the wall. You'll start feeling it. So when you're doing pull-ups, that feeling in your back, that's your lats contracting, okay? So we're gonna have our lats contracted, our triceps locked. We're gonna be gripping the dumbbells very hard, and we're only gonna go to about there, okay? And so we're trying to push our shoulders down. As you watch me, I'm like down here, and just focusing on driving my elbows out. Out. You can come, you can see the delt activate. So my chest is up, lats flared, triceps are locked. It's a small range of motion. I'm not going very high. We don't need to, because that lateral head is not very big. So I'm doing this to fatigue. Don't have enough weight. Okay, so that's the second exercise. The third one in the tricep is just going to be traditional pull-ups. Bridger and I got pull-up bar. Bridger did. So there's different variations of the pull-up, right? You do wide grip, you can do neutral grip, you can do underhand grip, which is a chin-up pretty much, right? We're just going to do pull-ups first. Not very good at this, honestly. So I'm glad that we have a pull-up bar, because Bridger's gonna get me to do like 30 pull-ups now. So you notice my back is spread. I'm driving my elbows down towards the midline of my back. doing sets of 10. A lot of people will try to go to failure each time, but I noticed that your strength progression will be better if you do an RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, of about an 8.5, which is 8.5 to 9, which is like leaving 1 rep in the tank. Allows me not to go to failure, so then instead of like I do 12 this time, the next time I only get like 9. Now I can try to shoot for a consistent 10 reps every single set. So we're gonna stop there for a second and go to the next tricep. All right guys, so that was the first tricep. We're gonna do the second tricep. We're gonna go back to chest. We're gonna do a variation with a basketball if you have something else that's like a medicine ball or something like that, or you can just put your hands in more like a triangle. But I'm gonna use the basketball here, and this is gonna do obviously our chest, probably some front delt, but also a lot more of our triceps. Okay, so we're gonna make sure to keep our abs tight the whole time. A lot of people start to like dip, and then they're just trying to throw themselves up. We want to slow and controlled. If you can't do this, don't do this. Start with your hands wider until you get strong enough, or do dips actually until you can get to do more of a triangle or a diamond push-up. Okay, so we're here. Make sure your ball is inflated too. So you're not I made that mistake a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, my shoulders are back. I'm not forward like this. I'm back here, pushing. And that ball is gonna make me stabilize too. I think we got about 20 reps or so. Next one is going to be another shoulder one now. So we're going to sit on a couch or a chair, and I have these 8-pound dumbbells. If you have anything like a water jug, if you have anything that has at least 5 to 10 pounds, you can use sandbags, you can use rice bags, like a bag of rice, you can use those. You can put a garbage sack, fill it up with a bunch of stuff, and have it on each end, and use it as dumbbells or kettlebell kind of weight. But with this, we're gonna do a reverse fly, and I'm going to drive my elbows up in like a T motion. Okay, so I'm focusing on my elbows, not my wrists, and trying to bring it up like this. I'm not trying to work my front delt right now or cap it like this. I'm trying to throw this forward to activate this muscle right here, and this is my rear delt. Okay, so you want to be protracted, and then abduction, abduction, which is going away from your body, and this is going to activate this muscle is your rear delt on the back of your shoulder. It's a really small muscle, so you gotta be very careful so you're not using your traps by stretching your shoulder blades together. Okay, keep them apart. So here, bent over, shoulders up. Here, you see it contract. Do a 3-second hold at the top to make it harder. So shoulder blades are spread apart. I'm not lifting up when I come up. I'm gonna keep my chest down and driving my elbows forward. A lot of times people will bring their elbows back like this. I want to try to drive these forward, okay? Forward, not back, but forward. Okay. That's the second exercise. The third one, we're gonna come back over to the pull-ups. Okay, now we're gonna do let's see, so we need shoulders. We'll do a chin up grip, which is gonna be more, we're gonna be on an inner grip like this. We're definitely gonna need some more bicep activation, but it's still good. I like to use this and make sure that we're not rounded forward, but more so chest up, and we're pulling into our collarbone right here. Get a lot more lat activation, okay? Here. Yeah, again, set to 10. do 3 to 4 sets of this tricep, and we'll finish out with our last tricep. All right, guys, so we got 2 triceps completed. Now we're gonna go to the third one. We're gonna go back to the push-ups again. The bread and butter wins every single time, guys. So now we're gonna do a variation where it's more of an incline press or a push-up, okay? And this is where we're gonna raise our feet up, okay? On a couch or a bench or a table or something like that. We're gonna raise our feet up. What we're gonna do is put our hands a little farther apart this time, okay? And what I often see is people say, don't drive your elbows out like this, right? They say not to do that because it'll hurt your shoulder. Actually, I like to do it this way, but the thing is why it hurts your front delt or your shoulders is because people are pressing like this when their shoulders are protracted protracted forward rather than retracted where it's bring your shoulder blades back, okay? So what I want you to do is actually squeeze your traps as hard as you possibly can. Like there's a cherry right between your traps, okay? Right between your traps, I want you to squeeze as hard as possible. Raise your elbows up, have your hands at a 90, okay? And then I want you to do is do a push-up where you're acting like your hands are pressing together just like the other ones, okay? When we do this, we're gonna raise our butt up to make the range or the level of action or the line of action is what I like to call it, where it's more pointed towards the upper chest. So if you notice when you're doing an incline press, right, dumbbells, barbell, we're going at this angle up, right? We're not doing a regular bench press, we're going incline. So we're gonna do the same thing here by making it so we're pressing in this motion, but now we're just gonna press our body away from the ground rather than pressing weight away from us in the gym. Okay, think about that one more time. So we're gonna go feet up, we're gonna raise our butt up, okay, like this. So instead of being a regular push-up, we're gonna be an incline line of action, right? So we're gonna have our hands a little farther apart, elbows out, shoulder blades back, my traps are pinched together as hard as possible, my abs are tight, and now we go in here. Okay, so you see my upper chest is kind of bumped up. So doing that, raising that plane of motion, it's gonna go in that upper chest region. It's okay. You can still tuck your elbows if it makes it more comfortable, but I would try to get this elbows out, shoulder blades back, press together. So the next one for our shoulder exercise is gonna be handstand push-ups. So this might be too difficult for you. If that's the case, then try to get some form of water jugs or put some stuff in a garbage bag and use it as a dumbbell to press. But if you don't have that, you're wanting to try to do something that's a little more difficult, let's do handstand push-ups, which is gonna kind of reenact a dumbbell press, right? So we're gonna go here and be careful, do a handstand, put your legs against the door. We're gonna do a set of as many as we can do. I really haven't done these in so long, I don't know. Well, let's try it out. Right here. Okay, so we got 10 handstand push-ups. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. Just kidding. so now we're gonna come over here, go back to the pull-ups. Now we're gonna do a neutral grip. We're gonna do a lot more bicep, but not just bicep, but also brachialis. Of course, it's kind of like a hammer curl. Pulling this instead of the peak. We're gonna go more on the outer head and more of the brachialis. It's gonna be the same thing when we're pulling. It's gonna have a little bit more activation there. We're really gonna try to keep our chest up and drive our elbows down to focus still on the back. All right, guys, so that is your at-home workout. There's 3 triceps, very simple, guys, push-ups, some form of lateral raise or press, and then pull-ups. Don't try to overcomplicate this process. I know the coronavirus, you got everybody thinking, oh, what should I do? Don't complicate it. 100 years ago, 200 years ago, do they have a gym at home as nice as the one that you go to? No, they had stuff that they made. They had themselves, and the strongest people, some of the strongest people I know are guys that do calisthenics, and they only use body weight stuff. So anyways, don't make it too complicated. Try this workout out. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. I have lots of new content coming out, as well as very good podcasts with a lot of high-level coaches. It's gonna give you guys a lot of value. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. Talk to you next time.